Good morning. Today I would like to talk to you about daily routines and how we organize our everyday lives. A daily routine is something we all have, even if we do not always think about it. It is the pattern of activities we do every day, from the moment we wake up in the morning until we go to bed at night. Understanding daily routines is very useful because it helps us talk about our own lives and understand how other people live. It also gives us the vocabulary we need to describe what we do each day. Let me start by describing a typical morning routine. Most people wake up in the morning when their alarm clock rings. Some people wake up early, perhaps at 6 o'clock or 6:30. Other people prefer to wake up a bit later, maybe at 7 o'clock or even 8 o'clock. When the alarm rings, some people get up immediately. They jump out of bed and start their day straight away. However, other people like to stay in bed for a few more minutes. They might press the snooze button on their alarm and sleep for just a little bit longer. Both ways are perfectly normal, and different people have different preferences. After waking up, the first thing many people do is go to the bathroom. This is a very important part of the morning routine. In the bathroom, people wash their face with water or face wash. This helps them feel fresh and awake. They also brush their teeth using a toothbrush and toothpaste. Dentists recommend that we brush our teeth for at least 2 minutes, twice a day. Some people also take a shower in the morning. A shower helps you feel clean and ready for the day. Other people prefer to take a shower in the evening before bed. Again, this is a personal choice, and there is no right or wrong answer. After using the bathroom, many people get dressed. They choose clothes that are suitable for their day. If someone works in an office, they might wear formal clothes, such as a suit, a shirt, or a dress. If someone works from home or has a more relaxed job, they might wear casual clothes, like jeans and a jumper. It is important to think about the weather when choosing clothes. In winter, when it is cold outside, people wear warm clothes, such as thick jumpers, coats, scarves, and gloves. In summer, when the weather is hot, people wear lighter clothes, like t-shirts, shorts, and sandals. Breakfast is another important part of the morning routine. Many people say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day because it gives you energy to start your day. Different people eat different things for breakfast. Some people have a big breakfast with eggs, bacon, sausages, tomatoes, and toast. This is sometimes called a full English breakfast, and it is very popular in Britain. However, not everyone has time for such a big breakfast every day. Many people have something quicker and simpler. For example, they might have cereal with milk, toast with butter and jam, or a bowl of porridge. Porridge is made from oats and hot water or milk, and it is especially popular in the colder months because it is warm and filling. Some people drink tea or coffee with their breakfast. Tea is very popular in Britain, and many British people drink several cups of tea throughout the day. Coffee is also very common, especially in the morning, because it contains caffeine, which helps people feel more awake and alert. Other people prefer to drink fruit juice, such as orange juice or apple juice. It is important to have something to drink in the morning because your body needs water after sleeping for several hours. After breakfast, people usually prepare to leave the house. If you have children, you might need to help them get ready for school. This can include making sure they have eaten breakfast, checking that they have their school bag with all their books and equipment, and making sure they are wearing the correct uniform. Many schools in Britain require children to wear a uniform, which typically includes a shirt, trousers or a skirt, a jumper or blazer, and sometimes a tie. Getting children ready in the morning can be quite challenging, especially if they are young or if they are not feeling very cooperative. Before leaving the house, it is important to check that you have everything you need for the day. This might include your keys, your wallet or purse, your mobile phone, and any documents or equipment you need for work or other activities. Many people also check the weather forecast before they leave. If it looks like it might rain, they take an umbrella with them. If it is going to be sunny, they might take sunglasses. Being prepared helps you avoid problems later in the day. The journey to work or school is another important part of the daily routine. Different people travel in different ways. Some people drive to work in their car. Driving can be convenient because it gives you independence and flexibility. However, driving in busy cities can also be stressful because of traffic jams and the difficulty of finding parking spaces. Other people prefer to use public transport. In cities, this might mean taking the bus, the train, or the underground. In London, the underground railway system is called the Tube, and it is one of the oldest underground railway systems in the world. Public transport can be cheaper than driving, and it also means you do not have to worry about parking. However, it can sometimes be crowded, especially during rush hour when many people are traveling to work at the same time. Some people are fortunate enough to live close to their workplace or school, and they can walk or cycle. Walking is excellent exercise and it is free. It also gives you time to think or to enjoy your surroundings. Cycling is also very healthy and can be quite fast, especially in busy cities where cars move slowly because of traffic. Many cities are now creating more cycle lanes to make cycling safer and more attractive. However, cycling in bad weather, such as rain or strong wind, can be quite unpleasant. When you arrive at work, your routine depends very much on what kind of job you have. If you work in an office, you might start by turning on your computer and checking your emails. Many people receive dozens of emails every day, and responding to emails can take up a significant amount of time. After checking emails, you might have meetings with colleagues to discuss projects and plans. Meetings are an important way for teams to communicate and coordinate their work. However, some people feel that they spend too much time in meetings and not enough time actually doing their work. If you work in a shop or restaurant, your routine will be quite different. You might start by preparing the shop for customers, which could include arranging products on shelves, cleaning, or setting up the till. If you work in a restaurant, you might need to prepare ingredients for cooking, set tables, or check that everything is clean and ready for customers to arrive. These jobs require you to be on your feet for most of the day, which can be tiring but also keeps you active. Some people work from home, which has become much more common in recent years. Working from home can be very convenient because you do not need to travel and you can often organize your time more flexibly. However, it also requires discipline because there are many potential distractions at home, such as the television, household chores, or family members. People who work from home often try to create a dedicated workspace, such as a home office or a quiet corner, to help them focus on their work. Most people have a break for lunch in the middle of the day. Lunchtime is an important pause in the working day, and it gives you a chance to rest, eat, and recharge your energy. Different people spend their lunch break in different ways. Some people bring lunch from home. This might be sandwiches, a salad, leftovers from dinner the previous evening, or something else they have prepared. Bringing lunch from home is usually cheaper and healthier than buying food, and it also means you know exactly what you're eating. Other people prefer to buy their lunch. They might go to a cafe, a sandwich shop, or a restaurant. In Britain, popular lunch options include sandwiches, jacket potatoes with various fillings, soup, and salads. Some people use their lunch break not just to eat, but also to do other things. They might go for a walk to get some fresh air and exercise. Walking during your lunch break can help you feel more energetic and focused for the rest of the day. Other people might use the time to run errands, such as going to the post office, the bank, or the pharmacy. Some people even use their lunch break to go to the gym or to do some shopping. After lunch, the afternoon continues with more work or other activities. For many people, the afternoon can feel longer and more challenging than the morning, especially if they start to feel tired. This is why it's important to take short breaks when possible. Even just standing up, stretching, or walking around for a few minutes can help you feel more alert. Some people like to have a cup of tea or coffee in the afternoon to give them a little boost of energy. The end of the working day is something many people look forward to. The time when work finishes varies depending on your job, but for many office workers, it is around 5 o'clock or 5:30. When work finishes, people begin their journey home. Just like in the morning, the journey home can involve driving, taking public transport, walking, or cycling. The evening rush hour is often very busy, and it can take longer to get home than it did to get to work in the morning. When you arrive home in the evening, you might feel quite tired, especially if you have had a busy day. Many people like to change out of their work clothes and into something more comfortable as soon as they get home. This simple act can help you relax and feel that you are now in your personal time rather than work time. After changing clothes, people spend their evening in many different ways depending on their interests, responsibilities, and energy levels. One of the main activities in the evening for most people is preparing and eating dinner. Dinner, which is also sometimes called tea or supper in different parts of Britain, is usually the main meal of the day. Some people enjoy cooking and find it relaxing and creative. They might spend an hour or more preparing a meal from scratch using fresh ingredients. Other people prefer quicker and simpler meals, especially on busy weekdays when they do not have much time or energy for elaborate cooking. Quick dinner options might include pasta with a ready-made sauce, a stir-fry with vegetables and noodles, or a simple meal like fish fingers and chips. Some families try to eat dinner together at the table. This is considered a good opportunity for family members to talk to each other about their day and to spend quality time together. However, in modern busy life, it is not always possible for everyone to eat at the same time. Sometimes family members have different schedules, with some finishing work late or children having after-school activities. In these cases, people might eat dinner at different times, or they might eat in front of the television rather than at the table. After dinner, there are usually some chores to do. Someone needs to wash the dishes or load and run the dishwasher if the household has one. The kitchen needs to be cleaned and tidied. If you have children, there might be other tasks, such as helping them with their homework, giving them a bath, and getting them ready for bed. These evening routines with children can take quite a lot of time and energy, but they are an important part of family life. Once the essential chores and responsibilities are completed, people can finally relax and enjoy some free time. This is the part of the day that many people look forward to most. Different people relax in different ways. Many people watch television. Popular programs include dramas, comedies, documentaries, and reality shows. Watching television is a very common way to unwind after a busy day because it does not require much effort or concentration. Other people prefer to watch films or series on streaming services like Netflix or iPlayer. These services allow you to choose exactly what you want to watch and to watch it at your own pace. Some people prefer more active hobbies in the evening. They might read books or magazines. Reading is an excellent way to relax, and it also helps improve your vocabulary and knowledge. Other people enjoy doing puzzles, such as crosswords or Sudoku, which can be both relaxing and mentally stimulating. Some people have creative hobbies, such as drawing, painting, knitting, or playing a musical instrument. These activities can be very satisfying because they allow you to create something with your own hands. Physical exercise is another popular evening activity. Some people go to the gym after work, or they might go for a run or a swim. Others attend classes, such as yoga, Pilates, or dance. Exercise in the evening can help you feel healthier and can also help you sleep better at night. However, some people find that exercising too late in the evening makes them feel too energetic and awake, which can make it harder to fall asleep. Social activities are also an important part of many people's evenings. Some people meet friends for coffee, drinks, or dinner. Others might participate in clubs or groups based on their interests, such as book clubs, sports teams, or community organizations. Social connections are very important for our mental health and happiness, so spending time with friends and family is valuable. However, during busy weekdays, many people feel too tired for social activities and prefer to save them for the weekend, when they have more time and energy. Many people use the evening to catch up with personal administrative tasks. This might include paying bills online, answering personal emails, or organizing things for the next day. Some people like to prepare things for the following morning to make their routine easier. For example, they might choose and lay out their clothes for the next day, pack their bag, or prepare ingredients for breakfast or lunch. These small preparations can save time and reduce stress in the morning when you might be rushing. As the evening progresses, people start to prepare for bed. Having a good bedtime routine is important because it helps signal to your body that it is time to sleep. Many people start by washing and getting ready for bed. This includes washing your face, brushing your teeth, and perhaps taking a bath or shower if you prefer to wash in the evening rather than the morning. Some people also like to do skincare routines, applying moisturizer or other products to keep their skin healthy. Many experts recommend that you stop using electronic devices, such as phones, tablets, and computers, at least an hour before bed. This is because the blue light from screens can interfere with your sleep by suppressing the production of melatonin, which is the hormone that makes you feel sleepy. Instead of using screens before bed, it is better to do calming activities, such as reading a book, listening to calm music, or doing some gentle stretching. Some people find it helpful to write in a journal before bed, noting down thoughts about the day or things they are grateful for. The bedroom environment is also important for good sleep. The room should be dark, quiet, and at a comfortable temperature. Most people sleep best in a slightly cool room, typically between 16 and 18 degrees Celsius. Heavy curtains or blinds can help block out light from street lamps or early morning sun. If noise is a problem, some people use earplugs or play white noise or gentle sounds to mask disturbing noises. Making sure your bed is comfortable, with a good mattress and pillows, is also very important for quality sleep. Most adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night to function well. Sleep is essential for physical health, mental health, and overall well-being. During sleep, your body repairs itself, your brain processes information from the day, and your immune system strengthens. Not getting enough sleep can make you feel tired, irritable, and unable to concentrate. It can also increase your risk of various health problems over time. This is why it is important to prioritize sleep and to try to go to bed at a regular time each night. Different people have different natural sleep patterns. Some people are what we call morning people, or larks. These people naturally wake up early and feel most energetic and productive in the morning. They often go to bed relatively early in the evening. Other people are evening people or night owls. These people feel more awake and alert later in the day and often prefer to stay up late at night. They might find it difficult to wake up early in the morning. Both patterns are natural, but modern working hours, which typically require people to start work in the morning, can be challenging for night owls. The daily routine I have described is fairly typical for many working adults in Britain, but of course not everyone follows exactly the same pattern. People who work shifts, such as nurses, police officers, or factory workers, might work during the evening or night and sleep during the day. Their routines are quite different and can be challenging because they go against the natural day-night cycle. People who do not work, such as retired people or those who are currently unemployed, have more flexibility in how they organize their day. Students have routines that are shaped by their class schedules, study time, and social activities. Weekends usually bring a change to the daily routine. Most people who work Monday to Friday have Saturday and Sunday off, which gives them time to rest and to do things they enjoy. Many people like to sleep later on weekend mornings because they do not need to get up for work. This extra sleep can help them recover from the tiredness accumulated during the week. Weekend mornings are often more relaxed, with people taking their time over breakfast and perhaps reading the newspaper or browsing the internet. Weekends are also the time when people catch up on household tasks that they do not have time for during the week. This might include doing laundry, cleaning the house thoroughly, shopping for groceries, or doing DIY tasks such as painting or repairs. Many people do their main grocery shopping at the weekend, visiting a supermarket to buy food and other supplies for the coming week. Supermarkets are often very busy on Saturday mornings, as many people have the same idea. However, weekends are not just about chores. They are also an opportunity for leisure and enjoyment. Many people use weekend time to pursue hobbies and interests. Some people enjoy gardening, especially in the spring and summer months when the weather is pleasant. Working in the garden can be both relaxing and satisfying, as you can see the results of your efforts as plants grow and flowers bloom. Other people enjoy sports and outdoor activities, such as hiking, cycling, or playing football. Weekends are also popular times for social activities. Many people meet friends for lunch, coffee, or drinks. Going out for a meal is a popular weekend activity, whether it is a casual lunch at a pub or a more special dinner at a restaurant. People also invite friends to their homes for meals or coffee. Some people attend events such as concerts, theatre performances, or sports matches. Families often do activities together at the weekend, such as visiting parks, museums, or other attractions. Sunday evening often brings a different mood as people prepare for the week ahead. Some people experience what is sometimes called the Sunday blues, a feeling of mild sadness or anxiety about the coming work week. To combat this, it can be helpful to do some preparation on Sunday evening, such as planning your meals for the week, organizing your clothes and bag, and perhaps doing some meal preparation. Going to bed at a reasonable time on Sunday night is also important, so that you can wake up refreshed on Monday morning.
Having a daily routine brings many benefits. It provides structure to your day, which can reduce stress and help you feel more in control. When activities become routine, they require less mental energy because you do not need to think about them so much. This frees up your mental resources for more important decisions and tasks. A good routine can also help ensure that you make time for important activities, such as exercise, healthy eating, and sleep. However, it is also important to maintain some flexibility in your routine and to be willing to adjust it when necessary. Different cultures and countries have different typical routines. For example, in some Mediterranean countries, people traditionally have a longer break in the middle of the day, sometimes called a siesta, and then work later into the evening. In Britain and many other Northern European countries, people usually work continuously through the afternoon and finish earlier in the evening. These cultural differences reflect different attitudes to work, family life, and the balance between the two. There is no single correct way to organize your day, and what works well in one culture or for one person might not work for someone else. As society changes, daily routines also evolve. Modern technology has changed many aspects of our routines. We use smartphones to wake us up, to check the news and weather, to communicate with others, and to entertain us. We use the internet for shopping, banking, and many other tasks that previously required us to visit physical locations. More people now work from home, at least part of the time, which has changed the traditional pattern of commuting to and from an office 5 days a week. These changes bring both advantages and challenges, and people are still adapting to new ways of organizing their days. Understanding and describing daily routines is a fundamental skill in English conversation. When you meet someone new, one of the most common topics of conversation is what you do each day. Questions like, what time do you wake up? What do you do for work? What do you do in your free time are all very common. Being able to talk about your routine helps you connect with others and find common ground. It also helps when you are traveling or living in a different country, as you need to understand the local routines and expectations. The vocabulary associated with daily routines is also very practical and useful. Words and phrases related to time, such as in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, before, after, during, while, are used constantly in everyday conversation. Verbs that describe routine activities, such as wake up, get up, wash, brush, eat, leave, arrive, work, finish, cook,
Clean, relax, sleep are among the most frequently used verbs in English. Practicing these words and phrases in the context of daily routines helps you become more fluent and confident in English. One interesting aspect of language learning is noticing how different languages express routine activities. Some languages use different verb forms or structures to talk about habitual actions compared to actions happening at a specific moment. In English, we typically use the present simple tense to describe routines and habits. For example, I wake up at 7 o'clock every day. We use the present continuous tense to describe actions that are happening now. For example, I am waking up right now. Understanding these differences helps you use English more accurately and naturally. As you develop your English skills, you can start to describe your routine in more detail and with more variety. Instead of just saying, I eat breakfast, you can say, I usually have cereal for breakfast, or I enjoy a cup of tea with my breakfast. Instead of saying, I go to work, you can say, I drive to work, I take the bus to work, or I walk to work. Adding these details makes your English more interesting and informative. You can also start to use time expressions more precisely, such as at exactly 7:30, around 8 o'clock, or not until 9 o'clock. Listening to descriptions of daily routines is excellent practice for English learners because the content is familiar and relatable. You already know about these activities from your own life, so it is easier to understand the English descriptions. The vocabulary is practical and useful, so you can immediately apply what you learn to your own conversations. The sentence structures used to describe routines are common and important, so practicing them helps you become more fluent in English overall. I hope this discussion of daily routines has been interesting and useful for you. Whether you are learning English or simply thinking about how you organize your own day, reflecting on daily routines can be valuable. It reminds us of the structure and patterns in our lives, and it can help us think about whether our current routines are serving us well or whether we might benefit from making some changes. A well-designed routine can help us be more productive, healthier, and happier. At the same time, it is important to remember that routines should serve us, not control us, and that some flexibility and spontaneity can make life more enjoyable and interesting.